Tammy Slaton looks amazing after 21st weight loss milestone and starts a new chapter with a new job. For years, viewers have followed Tammy Slaton's remarkable journey on 1,000-pound sisters. What began as a story centered around severe health struggles, emotional challenges, and family conflicts has gradually transformed into one of the most inspiring personal transformations seen on reality television. Now, Tammy is making headlines once again. Fans are celebrating her latest weight loss milestone, with many saying she looks healthier and happier than ever before. Alongside her physical transformation, reports about a new job and a fresh direction in life have sparked even more excitement among supporters who have watched her fight through years of setbacks. For longtime viewers, this moment feels especially meaningful because Tammy's journey has never been simple. Every pound lost has represented a battle against obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome. When audiences were first introduced to Tammy, she faced significant health concerns. Her weight had reached a point where even routine daily activities became difficult. Walking short distances required tremendous effort. Basic tasks that many people take for granted often felt overwhelming. At the time, many viewers worried about her future. Doctors repeatedly warned Tammy about the serious risks associated with her health condition. Medical professionals stressed that dramatic lifestyle changes would be necessary if she wanted to improve her quality of life and avoid potentially life-threatening complications. Yet, despite those warnings, progress did not happen overnight. One of the reasons Tammy's story resonated with so many people was because her struggles felt real. There were moments of success, but there were also disappointments. Viewers witnessed emotional breakdowns, difficult conversations with family members, and periods where it appeared that she was losing momentum. Unlike many transformation stories that focus only on victories, Tammy's journey unfolded in front of millions of people, including all the setbacks and frustrations. There were seasons when fans expressed concern about whether she would ever achieve her goals. At times, family members seemed exhausted from trying to help her. Arguments became common, tensions grew, emotions ran high. Her sister, Tammy Slaton, often found herself balancing support, encouragement, and tough love. Other family members also stepped in, hoping to motivate Tammy toward healthier choices. But motivation is complicated. Weight loss is not simply a physical challenge. For many people, it is deeply connected to emotional experiences, personal habits, confidence issues, and mental health struggles. Tammy herself acknowledged that much of her battle extended beyond numbers on a scale. As the years passed, viewers watched her confront difficult truths about her lifestyle. She began taking greater responsibility for her health and started making choices that reflected a genuine commitment to change. The turning point came when Tammy entered a rehabilitation program designed to help her address both physical and emotional aspects of her health journey. The environment provided structure. It provided accountability. Most importantly, it provided an opportunity for Tammy to focus entirely on herself and her future. For perhaps the first time in years, she was able to dedicate her energy toward long-term progress rather than temporary solutions. The results eventually became impossible to ignore. Little by little, Tammy began losing weight. Each milestone built confidence. Each success created momentum. Each positive change reinforced the belief that she was capable of achieving even larger goals. Fans who had followed her story from the beginning started noticing dramatic differences. Her appearance changed, her mobility improved, her outlook appeared more optimistic. Even family interactions seemed different as Tammy gained greater independence. One of the most significant achievements came when she qualified for bariatric surgery. For Tammy, reaching that point represented far more than a medical procedure. It symbolized years of effort, years of sacrifice, years of overcoming doubts. The surgery itself marked a major chapter in her transformation, but it was not the finish line. In many ways, it was only the beginning. After surgery, Tammy continued working hard to maintain healthy habits and keep moving forward. The discipline required after bariatric surgery can be intense. Patients must follow strict dietary guidelines. They must adapt to entirely new eating patterns. They must commit to long-term lifestyle changes. Many people underestimate how challenging that adjustment can be. Yet, Tammy continued pushing herself. Month after month, viewers saw evidence of progress. The scale kept moving in the right direction. Her confidence appeared to grow. Her willingness to participate in activities increased. Simple moments that once seemed impossible became part of her everyday life. Fans celebrated these victories because they understood how much effort they represented. Walking independently, traveling more comfortably, participating in family gatherings, taking part in experiences that had previously been difficult. Each achievement reflected a level of freedom that Tammy had spent years fighting to obtain. As her transformation continued, public reaction became increasingly positive. Social media platforms filled with supportive messages. Many fans praised her determination. Others shared stories of their own health journeys, explaining how Tammy's progress inspired them to stay committed to their goals. The emotional connection between Tammy and her audience became stronger than ever. People were no longer watching simply to see what happened next. They were genuinely invested in her success. That support became especially noticeable whenever new photos or updates appeared online. Recent images have generated enormous attention. Fans quickly noticed how different Tammy looked compared to previous years. Comments poured in from viewers expressing admiration for her dedication and perseverance. Some supporters described her transformation as unbelievable. Others called it inspiring. Many simply expressed happiness at seeing Tammy healthier and more confident. Yet, what makes this latest milestone particularly significant is that it represents consistency. Transformation is often celebrated during dramatic moments. However, maintaining progress over an extended period requires a different level of commitment. That commitment is what many fans now recognize in Tammy. She is no longer viewed solely as someone attempting to lose weight. She is increasingly viewed as someone building a completely new life. And that new life appears to include exciting opportunities beyond reality television. One development generating considerable discussion is news that Tammy has embraced a new professional opportunity. For years, many viewers associated Tammy almost exclusively with her television appearances. Reality TV played a major role in her public identity. But now, supporters are excited about reports suggesting she is exploring additional career paths and expanding her professional horizons. The significance of a new job extends beyond financial benefits. Employment often represents independence, responsibility, confidence, purpose. For someone who has spent years focused primarily on health challenges, stepping into a new work environment can symbolize a powerful personal achievement. Many fans see this development as further evidence that Tammy is entering an entirely different phase of life. Instead of merely surviving, she appears focused on thriving. That distinction matters. There is a major difference between overcoming obstacles and actively building a future. Tammy seems determined to do both. Family members have also witnessed these changes firsthand. Throughout the series, viewers observe the emotional impact Tammy's struggles had on those closest to her. Her successes therefore carry meaning not only for herself, but also for the relatives who supported her through difficult times. The pride expressed by family members reflects years of hope, concern, and perseverance. For them, every milestone represents proof that Tammy's hard work is paying off. As excitement continues to grow around her latest transformation, fans remain eager to learn more about what comes next. How far can she go? What goals remain on her list? How will her new career opportunity influence the next chapter of her life? These questions have generated enormous interest among viewers who continue cheering her on from around the world. One thing appears clear. The woman audiences see today is very different from the person introduced during the early seasons of the show. The journey has been long, the challenges have been significant, the setbacks have been real. But the progress has been undeniable, and according to many supporters, Tammy's story may be entering its most exciting chapter yet. Tammy Slaton's confidence soars as fans celebrate her stunning transformation. As Tammy Slaton continues moving forward, one of the biggest changes people notice is not simply the weight she has lost, it is the confidence she appears to have gained along the way. For years, confidence was something Tammy struggled to maintain. Living under constant public attention is difficult for anyone. Every decision she made was discussed online. Every setback became a topic of conversation. Every challenge unfolded in front of cameras and millions of viewers. That level of scrutiny can be overwhelming. Many reality television stars talk about the pressure that comes with public life, but Tammy's situation was particularly unique because her personal health journey became one of the central focuses of the show. When progress slowed, people noticed. When mistakes happened, people commented. When difficult choices were made, viewers shared opinions. Over time, that kind of attention can affect a person's self-esteem. Yet, Despite years of criticism, Tammy continued showing up. She continued filming, she continued sharing her experiences. Most importantly, she continued trying. That persistence may be one of the most underrated aspects of her story. Many people would have chosen to step away from the spotlight. Many people would have given up after facing repeated obstacles. Tammy did neither. Instead, she kept pushing forward. As her health improved, fans began noticing changes that went far beyond physical appearance. Her attitude seemed different. Her conversations seemed more positive. Her interactions with family members often appeared calmer and more constructive than in previous years. Viewers who had followed the series from the beginning recognized these shifts immediately. They saw someone who appeared more comfortable with herself. Someone who seemed more willing to embrace new experiences. Someone who was beginning to imagine possibilities that once felt unreachable. That confidence became even more visible as Tammy started participating in activities she previously struggled to enjoy. Simple outings became easier. Travel became more manageable. Social interactions seemed less stressful. Each of these moments might appear small to an outside observer, but for Tammy, they represented meaningful victories. Many fans related to these experiences because personal transformation often works that way. The biggest changes are not always dramatic. Sometimes they happen quietly, sometimes they appear in everyday moments. Being able to walk farther, being able to sit comfortably, being able to participate in family events without feeling limited. These accomplishments may not generate headlines, but they often have the greatest impact on quality of life. As Tammy continued achieving these goals, support from viewers grew stronger. Social media platforms became filled with encouraging comments. Many supporters praised her dedication. Others expressed admiration for her resilience. Some even shared their own stories of weight loss and recovery, explaining that Tammy's journey motivated them to keep working toward their own goals. This connection between Tammy and her audience created something powerful. Her story became larger than reality television. It became a source of inspiration for people facing challenges of their own. That is one reason her recent transformation has generated so much excitement. People are not simply reacting to a new photograph or a number on a scale. They are responding to years of effort, years of determination, years of refusing to quit. Another factor contributing to Tammy's growing confidence is her increasing independence. Independence can mean different things to different people. For Tammy, it often meant being able to do more for herself, being able to move more freely, being able to make plans without the same physical limitations she once faced, being able to participate more fully in everyday life. Those changes may sound ordinary, but for someone who spent years struggling with mobility challenges, they can feel extraordinary. Family members have frequently discussed how much these improvements matter. Throughout the series, relatives often worried about Tammy's future. They worried about her health, they worried about her safety, they worried about whether she would ever be able to achieve the life she wanted. Today, many of those same family members are witnessing progress they once hoped for, but were not always sure would happen. That progress has strengthened relationships in noticeable ways. While disagreements still occur, as they do in every family, there appears to be a growing sense of pride surrounding Tammy's accomplishments. Her success has become something the entire family can celebrate. At the same time, Tammy has also learned valuable lessons about patience. Transformation rarely follows a straight path. There are highs and lows, there are victories and disappointments. There are moments of excitement and moments of frustration. One reason her story resonates so strongly is because viewers have seen all of those phases. They have seen the difficult days, they have seen the setbacks, they have seen the emotional struggles. Because of that, the victories feel especially meaningful. Nothing about Tammy's progress appears easy. Everything she has achieved seems to reflect genuine effort. That authenticity is one reason fans continue supporting her journey. People appreciate stories that feel real, and Tammy's journey has always felt real. As attention surrounding her transformation grows, discussions about her future have become increasingly common. Supporters often wonder what goals she hopes to accomplish next. Will she continue pursuing additional health milestones? Will she explore new career opportunities? Will she take on projects outside of reality television? These questions generate excitement because Tammy now appears to have more options than ever before. For much of her life, health concerns understandably took priority. Now, however, there seems to be room for new ambitions. That possibility represents another important form of progress. When people spend years focused on overcoming obstacles, they sometimes reach a point where they can finally begin pursuing dreams rather than merely addressing problems. Tammy appears to be approaching that stage. The reports about her new job have fueled these conversations even further. Many fans view employment as a symbol of independence and growth. A job can provide structure, it can create new social connections, it can build confidence, it can offer opportunities to learn new skills. Most importantly, it can reinforce the belief that someone is capable of accomplishing more than they once imagined. For Tammy, stepping into a new professional role could represent another powerful milestone in her ongoing transformation. Supporters have responded enthusiastically to this possibility. Many believe that meaningful work could help Tammy continue building momentum. Others see it as evidence that she is expanding her identity beyond the role that viewers have known for years. Reality television introduced Tammy to audiences around the world, but increasingly, she appears focused on defining herself through her achievements rather than her struggles. That shift is significant. For a long time, conversations about Tammy often centered around what she could not do. Now those conversations are increasingly focused on what she can do. The difference is remarkable. Instead of discussing limitations, fans are discussing opportunities. Instead of focusing solely on challenges, they are celebrating accomplishments. That change reflects not only Tammy's physical transformation, but also the broader evolution of her story. Another reason this chapter feels important is because it demonstrates the value of perseverance. Many people face moments when progress seems impossible. Many people encounter obstacles that make them question whether change is worth the effort. Tammy's experience serves as a reminder that meaningful transformation often takes time, sometimes a lot of time. The results people see today did not happen overnight. They are the product of years of persistence, years of learning, years of adjusting, years of continuing forward despite setbacks. That message resonates far beyond reality television. It speaks to anyone who has ever struggled with a difficult goal, anyone who has ever experienced setbacks, anyone who has ever wondered whether their efforts would eventually pay off. As Tammy continues writing the next chapter of her story, fans remain eager to see what comes next. Her latest achievements have created a sense of optimism that feels stronger than ever. Viewers who once worried about her future are now celebrating her success. People who followed her lowest moments are now witnessing some of her highest. And according to many supporters, this may only be the beginning. With improved health, growing confidence, stronger independence, and exciting new opportunities on the horizon, Tammy appears ready to continue surprising everyone, including herself. The journey that began with uncertainty has gradually transformed into a story of determination, resilience, and hope. And as her transformation continues, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Tammy Slaton is no longer defined by the obstacles she faced. She is increasingly being defined by the progress she has made and the future she is building. A new future for Tammy Slaton as her remarkable journey continues. As Tammy Slaton enters this exciting new chapter of her life, many fans believe they are witnessing something truly special. What started as a difficult struggle for survival has gradually evolved into a story about rebuilding a life, discovering new possibilities, and proving that lasting change is possible even when the odds seem stacked against you. For longtime viewers of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Tammy's transformation feels particularly meaningful because they have seen every stage of the journey. They have seen the frustration. They have seen the setbacks. They have seen the moments when progress appeared almost impossible. And now they are seeing the rewards of years of persistence. One of the most inspiring aspects of Tammy's story is that her transformation extends far beyond physical appearance. Weight loss may be the most visible change, but it is only one part of a much larger picture. The confidence she displays today appears different. The way she approaches challenges seems different. The way she talks about the future feels different. Many fans describe this as a complete lifestyle transformation rather than simply a weight loss journey. That distinction matters because true change often involves